welcome back to Crafty Meraki's YouTube channel. Aditi here, and today I'm back with inspiration using some of the new release products. I'm going to be creating with the frame worthy die set. I'm using the party balloons die, the celebrate die, and the Be My Cupcake stamp and die set for my card today. So first up here, using the party balloons die, what I have done is on a piece of colored cardstock, I have embossed it instead of die cut it. So I have that nice balloon background here on my cardstock. If you were a part of the Card Makers Connect retreat, then you already have seen this particular product. And I had taught a class using these products back then as well. So then I had cut out using this die on vellum as well as iridescent cardstock and saved up these pieces, and I might use them for this card today. So my background is ready. Now I'm going to use two dies from the frameworthy dies and cut it out on rose gold cardstock to add some framed layers to this particular background. So I'll just do that and be back. So that's a look at the two frames that I've die cut, and they work very well with my deep maroon cardstock. Now the word celebrate, I have die cut the outer layer on vellum and brought back the same background color for the letters, and I'm just going to use liquid adhesive and adhere this down onto my background. I also like to use my bling buddy just to help me hold the pieces together. So I'm going to first just release these from their background, and then I can quickly adhere everything down in place on the vellum layer. And now it's all about just assembling and putting together the card. So I am going to first adhere the background that we have embossed, and I'm using liquid adhesive to do this today simply because the frame layers, it's very difficult for me to use tape. I don't have my thin tape, so I am going to quickly put everything together using liquid adhesive. And this is more of a clean, simple, easy card that you can create in minutes using several dies. The frame dies, cover dies, all of these just make it easy to even mass produce and create such cards simply because it does not take that much of time, and you can do this in batches. By that I mean batch die cutting, so just die cut multiple of the same layers and then just quickly assemble and put everything together. So here I have used the cupcake. This was an effortless artistry paper that was part of the retreat kit, but definitely you can use your stamps, you can use other effortless artistry papers that Crafty Meraki sells on the website, and that just also makes it easy for the batch crafting and mass producing that I was referring to, because at one single go you can die cut elements that are already pre-colored, making it very easy to create cards. So this is a technique that you can definitely use for your holiday card making and work on multiple cards at one go. So with my base layer down in place, I am going to just adhere the frames, and again I am going to use liquid adhesive for the outermost frame. With the liquid adhesive, there's always room to move the pieces around until they are well aligned and you're happy. So once that is done, I'm going to use my score tool and nicely burnish. For this particular frame, I can bring in some foam tape and dimension to uproot this. So I'm going to use my thin foam tape right here on this particular frame. And that just creates a nice variety in the layers. Now again, you can skip this if this is a card design that you are mass producing. Definitely you can just go ahead, use your liquid adhesive and adhere this layer of the frame down. But a slight variation that can create a little distinguishing factor, stepping up your card, is what I wanted to show you in this video. So I have foam tape down in place, and quickly I'm going to remove the backing and adhere that down. So this is not a thick foam tape, it's just a thin layer, so it's not going to give us too much bulk or depth and dimension, but just a little bit, that is enough to offset things. So trying to keep it equidistant on all four sides, I am going to adhere it down. So it's a little dimension, but makes a huge difference. You could also, use two layers of the tape if you want more dimension. That's up to you. And then I have my word and my cupcake. So I don't think I need to add balloon layers in the background. I quite like how I just have that embossed detail right there with the colored cardstock, and I'm liking how this looks. So I'm going to use foam tape just for the cupcake, again bringing in a little more depth and dimension there. And I will just adhere that down, centering it inside the frame. And this kind of a card, I think, goes well for a clean, simple boutique style card. And again, you can make it in a variety of colors just by changing up your cardstock. That's about it. So I am going to use a little bit of a double-sided sticky tape to adhere the vellum down in place. So I've just used tape behind C and the E so that it sits well on the edges of the frame. And now to embellish this, I'm going to pull out some of my opal gems and stones and see what looks good with this. So I have the royal amethyst and I'm going to sprinkle some here out on my twinkle tray and use my bling buddy to add a little embellishment, just a little bling on this card to complete it. So you can see it was as quick and easy as that. Just a few die cut layers that help us put together this clean and simple card in minutes. I'm going to mainly add the gems here on the cupcake itself to kind of embellish it and add a little bling on there. So I'm mixing up the sizes just to bring about a little variety and add that pop of bling that this card needs right there on our focal element of the cupcake. With that, this quick easy card is complete, and here's a closer look at the layers. And I hope this has inspired you to create some easy cards, pulling out your frame dies and just using a simple focal, as well as using your cover dies to create that nice beautiful embossed background. Until the next time, take care and bye bye.